But in any case,
Oh, well.
I pressed recording after everyone gave their affirmative. So,
All right. Hi, welcome to GURPS Wars. This is Beth, your GM of this homebrew Star Wars GURPS game. And I got Crash, and I got Ellie, and I got EO playing, and we have a lurker. A lurker. What name do you want to go by? Because...
Either or both. Paul's fine.
Okay, we have Lurker Paul. That's not the username that's there, so I can't just read it off. So you're currently
I'm having trouble with Foundry.
Oh no, fighting with Foundry. What's Foundry doing to you?
Not loading maps.
Oh, hit a reload
There
on
we go.
Percy. Must you? So, what happened last time?
absolutely nothing went wrong. We found
Yeah,
a reasonable explanation for everything. We got the MacGuffin that we came here for, and Tuxa made friends with all the mob bosses, and the charcoal gray sunglasses, or whoever their name is, disappeared forever. Happy resolution for everyone.
No. You wake up from your little nap on the taxiway over to the library. The memory of the MacGuffin in your hand melts away like the cotton candy that you were dreaming that it was.
I hope it wasn't cotton candy. It's supposed to be some type of Sith holocron thing.
Well, you were dreaming.
I will not eat the holocrons.
It was evil
no matter
cotton
how
candy.
much
It was-
power I am promised for doing so. I will also not consume any energy source larger than my own head, as it is written.
I know that reference. Nor will you turn into a snake. It never helps. Percy, don't you dare sneeze on my keyboard.
I think we planned on a ruse. We planned on a few, actually. But after the bomb incident, and talking to the nephew, who was my opinion and Rand's also, was that the nephew was mind-tricked somehow into doing a thing.
Mm-hmm.
The idea was proposed that the one shopkeep from the Whispering Lantern spreads a rumor that even though that mirror he had, which was supposed to only be a replica, well, a demon did come out, and it was in Tuxa. And then Tuxa went and took the mirror, of all things. Didn't even reimburse him for it. Rude. But now we need something spooky and mirror-like, possibly, that we can actually have to use as a decoy, because we're not taking the shopkeep's mirror. And so we are off to the book depository, because spooky things are in the library basement, apparently.
It is suggested that, yes, you might be able to find something appropriately spooky in the library basement. And I have hastily constructed a library map. It's only one floor, but the rest, it will give enough of an impression of what things are like that you can probably go with it, the rest of the thing. You have had your air taxi drop you off on the narrow concrete strip that is the sidewalk in front of the large double doors that go into the library. Dun, dun, dun. And you can just barely see the hexes that you people have to move on if you scroll deep in, because they're kind of gray.
Yeah, I see them.
And the concrete is gray. And everybody's going to tip their tokens around, probably because I have dragged fresh ones here, so you will have to adjust your prototype token in this one.
There is absolutely nothing wrong. I will keep doing somersaults as I move north and south. This is as intended. This is not a bug, it's a feature. Everyone else will turn it off. I will leave it on. Fidget toys.
As you approach the doors, they whoosh open. Apparently, there was a sensor. Since I'm adapting this, I probably actually have some... Let's see,
There is a big line up at the counter and absolutely nowhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Someone behind the counter with green skin, and all of the emojis, because that's what was used for designating the people who are in the line. Actually, it's more of a crowd. Would you say it's a crowd more than a line? I think so.
Yeah, it's a
Um,
crowd.
I would like to point out that they're all labeled hostile or hostile.
That's because they just get labeled that way by default.
I know, but it's still funny to me.
I wish I could like label them all at once. I'll have to deal with that. You might fight them. You never know. The
Fight them,
library
never. Relocate, maybe.
As you flew in, the library is basically a fairly tall structure that is, as usual for this location, well, it's been adapted off. Things have happened to it off and on. People have decorated it. So now it looks sort of like a cross between a brutalist warehouse with little window slits and something gothic. That's okay. It might have been supposed to have been a local bird. It looks like a gargoyle. Someone has carved things in it. It's trying to look friendly. Inside, it's pretty clearly a former warehouse that has been repurposed. Large room, takes up about a quarter of the building, very square, has a door off to one side that is marked with the universal paladin symbol. You might find paladins inside. A couple of other doors. The hexagonal thing there is a spiral staircase that goes up and down that I couldn't find my spiral staircases, so I had to improvise. The person behind the desk, the librarian, is a Mary Allen. She's, as you can see, green. She has little facial tattoos that are, well, they indicate something. She's extremely attractive, and there's a lot of, they look probably about college age. Ignore the mustaches, or maybe don't ignore the mustaches. Mostly male, couple of gals who are basically crowding around trying to get her attention. One of them is, waving little sock puppets that, like, it's a craft or something, and this is supposed to be a good gift. And you see her sort of, okay, smile and put it in the drawer, and can she help you find anything? Smile, smile. Meanwhile, the rest of the library is actually for a place mostly made of like concrete and stone. It's got stained glass windows. It's well lit, a little bit grimy. The mouse droids are probably a little bit underfunded. Someone should tune them up. And you can come strolling in. Yes, thanks. Someone has labeled this I am a staircase. Thank you. If there's anything for the listeners at home that hasn't been described properly, sorry, someone will have to ask.
Well, darlings, what do you think? Take advantage of the distraction or help the damsel in distress?
Could do both.
Helping said damsel, as you put it, would probably eliminate the distraction.
But it would get us in good with the library staff.
So long as we're allowed to investigate things, that doesn't seem like a bad thing to do. But all of my methods for crowd dispersal would, to say they'd be non-invasive would be a myth. Sen, would you like to give it a try?
Well,
Rand does not seriously suggest that Sen does crowd dispersal.
Why not? I could.
Yes, you could. I'm not sure they have enough mouse droids to clean up after your crowd dispersal, but you could.
Come on, is that all you think I can do?
No, but you'd enjoy it.
No, I wouldn't. They haven't done anything wrong.
Fair. Well, actually, I see some of the gifts they're offering.
Okay, they haven't done anything besides be annoying.
Although they are a bunch of silly sheep that just go around playing games like this when there's actual, well, never mind. Don't mind me. I'll just whisper, according to the disads.
All joking aside.
You know
Scaring
what
them might
other
be hilarious.
disads I have? You know I have cannot harm innocents too.
True. This doesn't mean that you can't mm, prank them or disappoint them.
And
Well,
Rand
yeah, I'm just saying I'm not going to kill them.
and
Right.
Rand knows this, but Rand likes teasing. Uh, all joking aside, and Tuxa, chances are you would have the best shot at this.
Very well. I would be delighted. Just one moment, please. My character sheet seems to be closed. I don't know what that player has been doing, but I want my money back.
She didn't pay you anything.
No, I paid them.
She didn't bill you anything.
It's the principle of the thing.
No. Rand's player has a principle.
L.E., darling.
Yes, that's your name.
And we've come full circle.
Does that explain why we haven't gone anywhere?
The circle must be green.
Indeed.
It certainly
All right,
is.
darling. I will do what I can to disperse this little
In that case,
cloud of admirers.
Sen turns invisible. Made by
Hooray.
one. Sneak, sneak,
Sen
sneak.
is taking advantage of the distraction.
I said we could do both.
It's true.
Mhm.
Sen has
What's
made
funny is-
their stealth by 8. And Tuxa has also turned invisible. Success by 8. But it's not so stealthy.
That is a stealth failure, but that's okay.
Missed by 2.
I'm actually kind of all right with not being stealthy here. Actually, I'm going to go through this way.
I also missed my stealth by 2, but Rand isn't really trying to be sneaky. Rand figures that's other people's jobs.
Various people notice something brushing by them as Antuxa wends through the crowd and look around startled and possibly a bit jumpy, but seem to be mostly assuming that it must have been someone else. Someone else jostled them. Antuxa, you have gotten to the computer desk that, well, the desk that the librarian here is somewhat cowering behind. I mean, she's not cowering, but wow, she seems pretty glad that she can stay behind here and have all of these admirers who are trying to get her attention and monopolize her attention and then poke each other for monopolizing her attention, and she would like to look things up for you, really, and she doesn't need to know how you're doing in the class. That she's got a lot of other people to help right now. She can't take you to the specific book you need. She'll look it up for. She's trying to look it up for you. Yes, that's a very cute thing. Yes, you have very cute pets. I love the holos. Right. Now let me look this up for you, etc.
And Tuxa will turn around and lean back with her elbows on the counter and then dismiss the invisibility.
Oh, there are some yelps. The
And
person
Tuxa is also using Force Nimbus. This is a new ability. You project an ambiance around you. Everyone within 10 times degree of success yards becomes aware you are supernatural, and whether you are primarily attuned to the light or the dark side, even if they don't know enough to identify you as a Force user.
You are a scary person in an amazing hat.
I am.
Let me make a roll here as well. The librarian yelps something and basically all but teleports a couple of hexes away in extreme shock.
That's fair.
A lot of the
Rand now
others.
knows Tuxa is sick.
And Tuxa appears to be a Darksider, yes.
Very loudly.
Oh no. What will I do now that people know?
I reach up to clutch my pearls, then realize that I don't have any.
So, you have all decided to pursue my prize.
Oh no.
What? What? Who are you? What are you?
And Tuxa just lets a slow grin cross her face. Why? What would you think I am? Oh,
Where do you come from?
well, you wouldn't be able to pronounce it, I don't think. But I've been making appearances around town for, A few days now, ever since someone was kind enough to let me out.
Out of what?
The place you couldn't pronounce. Now, this is a library, so well, I encourage you to educate yourselves elsewhere.
Give me an appropriate intimidation roll or similar, or mind tricks if you want. I believe that Force Nimbus, if you make a reaction roll of the appropriate kind, will add its degree of success.
Sure. I'm just going to use mind tricks, though.
Oh, well. Made by 9. Yeah, that's... Yep. I will just make a... Yeah, nobody's making their will rolls. The ones who had fallen down when you appeared in their haste to get away from the area scramble up and people start dispersing.
Good for them. And Tuxa will turn around and turn off the Force Nimbus.
Ram puts away his space popcorn.
I'm
There really shouldn't be any eating in the library anyway.
so sorry about that, darling. They probably would have difficulty pronouncing it, but it's on the maps.
What? What did you just do? That was
Did
terrible.
You seem to be having difficulty.
Yes, but that was awful. That felt terrible.
I'm so sorry. I consider it a parlor trick. Well, I won't do it again in your presence.
Thank you.
Anyway, you're free to do your job. Would it be all right if I looked in the basement?
What? Why? And which one?
My goodness. It hadn't occurred to me there would be more than one.
This is the Thamag building. It's got like 3 basements that I know of. And it probably connects to 5 others.
Well, that's good to know. No, I'm doing a bit of research and historical artifacts. To tell you the truth, my parents are archaeologists, and I'm looking for something to help them out. I really am here just to do some research. I just thought I saw someone in a bad position, and I thought I could help.
All right. Thank you. That was... I thought I was going to throw up or something.
I usually don't have that effect on people. I'm very sorry.
Right. No, I just...
I'll have to keep that in mind.
Right. What are you looking for?
Some kind of mirror. I'll know it when I see it.
A mirror.
Yes.
I have no idea if they've got mirrors down there. There might be something.
Well, I tell you what, I can go take a look. You don't have to bother. Just give me permission, and I'll be down there. I promise I won't take anything I'm not supposed to.
Oh, I mean, there's some of the old actual physical books down there, and you have to promise not to touch them. They're fragile. They're being repaired, a lot of them.
Of course not, darling. She raises her hands and wiggles her fingers, with which are gloved. I don't like touching things to begin with.
That's good. Right. You're looking for a mirror. She sidles over, coming back to her her desk and her computer. Why don't I look up and see if we've got mirrors in there? There might be something in the files.
Oh, if you like.
Give me a moment. I'll look it up.
Would you prefer I stand somewhere else? You seem discomfited.
It's fine. I'm fine. We're all fine here. Well, that's certainly a let's just reveal that to everyone. Professional skill librarian. Someone rolled a 3
Succeeded at being a librarian.
Critical success at librarian. I was going to cut to what Sen was up to. Sen, do you mind if I handle the critical success?
I don't mind at all.
Okay. Mirrors. Oh, there's a whole There's a whole section of mirrors. What sort of mirror are you looking for, ma'am?
Like I said, I'll know it when I see it. I'm not sure I could describe it properly.
She taps a few things, and you have essentially the librarian grid for all kinds of mirrors in little holographic, each one sort of floating its in holographically in its own holographic square.
It seems like all
I
the
have
mirrors are in this
found
hall.
the mirror load. Yes. I have found the mirror load.
So
The
you
mirror
have, darling.
dimension. I
How
think they had a whole
extraordinary.
fun house down there. Who the sorry, pardon my language. Who sets up these things?
Someone who likes running fun houses, apparently. You're correct.
Yes, a lot of them do appear to
Let's
be
see.
funhouse, and then there's all the kinds of creepy ones, and
Mostly set designers who
There's
hate
some-
camera operators set up mirrors. Sorry.
shiny. No, I understand.
I'll go through and see what I can find.
Okay, I will cut to, let's see, what Sen is doing. Sen, you have found the spiral staircase. It did have a little rope across it that, to indicate that people aren't supposed to be using this one, at least not to go down. That wasn't much of a problem. You could eel under it or something if you wanted to. It wasn't like a
Sen
gate
can't
or
use the
anything.
staircase. There's a little velvet rope that goes across. It's impenetrable.
I do not have another map for you, Sen. I'm sorry. You'll just have to imagine that you are descending down into essentially a complete duplicate of the square setup that we've got that you see around you, except there aren't any people down there. You hear the little whirring of mouse droids occasionally going beep 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 at each other. The air quality, someone's been running dehumidifiers. It's like walking into a sudden desert. From the humidity. Exactly. Yeah. From the humidity, it's like whoosh. You don't think you walked through a force screen, but it kind of feels like that. Everything is now at an absolutely perfect, even humidity, even temperature, motion detecting lights that flicker on and off occasionally, apparently for the mouse droids, come on where you are. No, wait, you're invisible. You descend into darkness, partly lit by flickering lights that are apparently the mouse droids trigger the motion activated stuff. There are a lot of bookshelves in here in orderly rows, and it's somewhere between creepy and very mundane.
Huh. Well,
There do appear to be other stairs going down that aren't part of the spiral staircase off to one side.
I was going to start browsing books, but I found other stairs. I'm going down those.
The next set of stairs descends into actual darkness, and you can start feeling your way along, but even your night vision is going to start having some problems when you get down far enough that it's dark. It's dark down here. You don't hear mouse droids anywhere. They're all upstairs.
We found the creepy place.
You found the creepy place. You would have to make rolls to determine whether the feeling of creepiness is merely that everything is dark, or if there's actually something creepy down here. As opposed to Antuxa, who is briefly extremely creepy up there.
Well, I think Antuxa should get to be as creepy as she wants. Will I take a penalty to this for being invisible?
What is this?
Trying to sense if something's creepy down here.
Take a -1 to not break your invisibility, yeah.
Why is the -1 not? Oh, because I didn't do that. Magnet? Why is it magnetic?
Magnetic?
The penalty thing has a magnet symbol on it, and I can't tell what the criffet does.
Oh, okay. But you made your target. You made by 6. Okay. It's not just you. It's not anything strong. I mean, it's partly you. It's partly that it's dark down here, and the air is unnaturally still, and it feels old and dank. There's old things in the stone of, well, this concrete of the construction. But there are things down here that whisper just a little bit that if you prodded at them the right way, they might be troublesome. There's also a few things that might be more light aspected, but mostly when it's a physical thing, it tends to be dark aspected. That's just how it works. People do not take light aspected things and put them in dark basements for some reason. They're usually up in attics. You've got all the dark
The
things.
Jedi Temple Library,
Yeah.
which this is very much not.
No. You have a feeling that if Jedi were in this place, they would be being mildly creeped out. And also, what's the right word?
They'd be looking disapprovingly
Probably-
at things.
They would be looking disapprovingly at everything and probably trying to turn the lights on so they could go search for all the things they're whispering of darkness and death and maybe a little bit of madness here and there and something dire.
We're forgetting that everyone involved has their own light sources with them.
Not in a library.
Well, you don't use them to go across the spines of all the books. You stand in the center aisle. Look, if people can read by candlelight and not set the book ablaze in the process, we can read by lightsaber light. It's fine. Just ignore those last 3 libraries that we investigated.
As it happens, Crash, in the SWTOR, Star Wars The Old Republic MMO, you get to decorate your strongholds, like your apartment and stuff. And one of the possible decorations is essentially a double-bladed lightsaber that has flickery red blades on it. And you can just mount that sucker as a chandelier. Well, not
Which is a
chandelier. It's
decision.
actually a wall. It's a wall decision.
I was going to say,
Hey,
if
hey,
it's a chandelier, people would keep
It's a
coming
wall
in.
decision.
I don't think they have one for the chandeliers yet.
If
No,
it was a chandelier.
the ceiling. Mm,
Then people would keep coming in to raid and destroy me, and they'd cut a rope on the side, and then it would fall and slice me in half.
yeah, there is that
Because that's
problem.
what chandeliers do.
Yeah, there
defeat
are,
the big bad evil
however,
person.
ceiling decisions that are just cages with fire in them and stuff. So you can make a lot of decisions in your stronghold.
And none of this burns the stronghold down. You see? My point stands.
That's because it's made of metal. So, Sen, would you mind if I asked Ran what Ran was doing?
Not at all.
Ran, what are you doing besides wandering around and observing as the assorted people, well, a chunk of them left.
Well,
A
here's
few
the thing.
seem to be going to hide in the stacks.
I was eating my space popcorn while I saw that display happen. I haven't seen where Sen went, so I'm assuming Sen's invisible and hanging around here somewhere. Sen definitely wouldn't have gone downstairs. There's the velvet rope in the way. So I'm still up here waiting for Antuxa to get the information so we can go and explore and find the mirrors. And I guess Sen will show up when Sen stops being invisible, and that'll be fine. Because Sen definitely has not wandered off. Sen wouldn't do that to us.
Then definitely didn't declare basically their intention to do that. Not at all.
Look, Rand's ability to discern that is not very high, because I have put no points into it. Also, I have found the best chandelier gif. It wasn't what I was looking for, but it's better.
I am so well behaved. I am such a well behaved friend and ally.
You are. Anyway, Rand is waiting for Antuxa.
Okay. Bran is getting a few cautious glances from the librarian. There is a little library, the little nameplate sitting on the desk that says Wesker on it. She has not yet asked, "Can I help you?" because you do kind of fit the profile of all of the people who are bugging her. So,
Don't mind me. I'm with her.
oh, okay. She does not say condolences. She does not say condolences. She is not saying condolences. And Tuxa. Wow, there's a lot of mirrors down here. And, well, you can sort them by mirrors that look creepy versus funhouse mirrors that don't look creepy. They just distort things. If you ask a few questions, look, she got critical success. You can find this stuff. What do you want to do with your selection of mirrors?
Microphone. Can I take them with me or
The mirrors or the
the holograms?
if you want to get the holographic card catalog for the mirrors, you can ask, and librarian
Then I'm
Wesker
just
will
going
be
to scroll through them.
okay.
I am looking for one that resembles even slightly the mirror that the Whispering Lantern guy had.
You can find plenty of tall, somewhat creepily, wrought iron, etc., wood. You can find some that look amazingly like it. Not in the details, but in the attitude. There's like a
Okay.
half dozen of them. Why
I
does this
will
place
make
have a
note
half
of their
dozen?
locations.
They are in different areas of your. Yeah, that librarian Wesker will confirm. They are in different areas of the basements.
Okay. I will make note of their locations.
None of these mirrors are being kept anywhere near each other. The ones that you have
Okay.
picked. So you make note of the locations.
I'm sure they have a taxi. Everywhere has taxis.
And
That was a
Tuxa.
joke, darling.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm not
thank
a stranger
goodness.
to walking. Trust me.
We know the rules.
Ask him.
Right.
And so do
okay.
you. No, ask him. We've done several days of walking in the desert.
That's
Not something I want to repeat.
archaeological. Oh no, did your air car break down on a dig?
Train crash.
Oh,
Yes,
that sounds
it was quite
horrible.
exciting.
I never want to
Derailment
be
in the
in
middle
a
of the
place
desert?
without humidity again.
Oh, you might
Or a
not
place-
like the stacks then.
A place with cacti. I hope there aren't any cacti down in the stacks.
Oh, certainly not. No, nothing alive. No
Well-
living things go in the basement for very long. I mean, it would be bad for some of the books. They're
Understood.
yeah. Humidity's
Well-
bad for them, so it's not very humid down there.
I've had plenty of water today, and I'm sure my skin cream will hold up. I can't speak for him. Anyway, I will leave you to your job now that you are no longer quite so,
Do you want
how
the
do we
stair
say this?
beleaguered?
Beleaguered.
I
Thank you so much for your help. You
Do you
have
want
been a
the-
wonder.
yes, but do you want do you want to go down the staircase or do you want to go use the elevator?
Oh goodness, I think we better take the staircase. But
All right.
I appreciate
Elevator's
the
in the
offer.
other room. She gestures to the door in the south wall.
I shall remember that.
Please don't touch anything. I will get in terrible trouble if anything goes
I
missing. And
Promise.
are you going to
You
be
have
able to?
my word.
You probably want to take the mirror up with the elevator, though.
Probably. But I think going down the stairs will be a good first start.
All right, just hook the little rope back after you've done. I'm
Of
going to
course.
sit down.
I know how ropes and bollards work, darling. Trust me.
Good.
You
good.
sit down, and I hope your admirers keep more
Stay
of a
away.
distance.
Oh, I certainly hope so. And on that note, since the groceries are here and I need to help get them undone, can we take a 5-minute break?
We can.
Sounds good.
I suppose.
Okay, sorry about that.
To the craft services
I've barely
table.
gotten to do anything. But if we need to take a break.
I'm sure I can have something happen to you soon. Be right back.
Oh, I see how it is. You meant with me, right? You meant with me, right?
Oh dear. So, Ran and Dentuxa can have permission to go down into the depths of the library basements, possibly to get Antuxa and the memory of her extremely creepy demonstration out of a poor Mary Allen's presence. As you go down the stairs, you are actually visible, so lights turn on as you motion activate them. Shall we cut back to Sen, who is down another level?
Wait, is that why Sen's been in complete darkness? Because Sen just is not activating the motion sensors?
Yes.
Sen's invisible.
That's
Yes.
hilarious. I love it.
This is what happens when you're invisible to machinery, too.
Yeah, I mean, tracks.
No, there's no vehicles down here. We have to walk.
There's mouse droids. They probably leave tracks.
Beep, beep, beep,
Okay,
beep.
there might be tracks of less dust, but
How far have you moved from the stairwell and the dim light beyond Sen above you?
I'm not going to see much like this, so I'm going to get out my hand flashlight. I know that will ruin some of the being invisible, but I can always drop it, and being invisible still helps me not get hit by things.
True, you're a strange, wibbly presence holding a flashlight.
Random librarian
Yes, being a
sees a floating
ghostly
light,
light
runs.
is a perfectly reasonable thing to be doing and will not cause any problems for me.
I'm scrolling up to the ghost in the library GIF that's in the GIF warehouse channel. Yeah, like that. I'm not looking at that one. That one's creepy. Okay. So,
You're the one who said, let's do a horror arc.
and then you people went and just fell in love with the characters. And now we have references to buckets of blood. Zen. This place is not nearly so well organized as the level above, although it is still. There's shelves that are in roughly straight lines. There's a fair amount of wide space between some of them, but others, it's a very narrow space between them. It's not just books and data pads here. There's also trunks and cargo container type things, chests and things covered with a sheet to keep the dust off that look incredibly ominous, and especially when they're only lit by a somewhat distorted flashlight beam.
Well, I suppose I should look for mirrors. But also, what kind of a random library? Supposed to be like a normal people library. Is full of dark artifacts.
People donated stuff to the library.
Yeesh. What is wrong with this planet?
You do find, you go past things. There's, this looks like a, shop vacuum, and this looks like a heavy duty wet vac droid. It's a mouse droid that goes and deals with, flooding or something. There's, this looks like a paint set. It's a sort of library that lends out tools occasionally, obviously.
Usually those don't include dark artifacts. Heck, the libraries back home don't lend out dark artifacts. That's because they're keeping them for themselves, but the point stands.
I mean, the libraries tried to, but then people from Mysteries checked them out and just didn't return them.
I mean, that's what would happen.
Using air quotes
People
here for
just-
checked them out.
Oh, they checked them out with a perfectly legit library card. It just wasn't theirs.
Well, having fun wasn't hard.
Yeah, well. Shall I cut to Antuxa?
Yes.
Antuxa, Ran, you are down on the first of the basements. It's got mostly data pads, books, some computer type gear, holocoms, a pile of sweaters over in one section that has a lost and found tag sort of under one of the sweaters.
When we
There's a
go
sign
past,
saying "Beware of the leopard."
No, you're not far enough down to get Beware of the Leopard sign.
we
That would be
didn't go
further.
down a broken staircase.
Right.
Yeah. As soon as we go past that boundary where all the dehumidifiers are working, Rand instinctively looks around for cacti. I know doesn't find any, but still looks. Trauma is real.
For a moment, in the back of your head, there is this sense that perhaps there are birds watching you, and maybe a cactus is waiting to snag your ankles from under one of these tables or shelves.
Oh, the birds don't bother Rand. I mean, there was a bird, but then we turned it into somebody who helps us. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I definitely find no cacti because I missed my search roll
Indeed.
by one.
There is that. And this place is very much a library, and weirdly, occasionally you sort of feel like there are things at the corners of your vision that, well, maybe you're probably just remembering things. Either that or you're haunted or something. It's probably just
Me
memories.
haunted couldn't possibly be.
Force sense. Tremor in the force.
You don't listen to me. I know you're there.
There is the whispering here and there at far areas of these basements of things that they sleep. They're currently sleeping. They have not been roused by youth or things happening near them, but this library sure does have some weird stuff in it. Why does it have weird stuff in it like this? It looks so wholesome and brightly, prettily lit from above. And now look, you're down one, and it feels like some dig that your parents dragged you along to.
Yes, well, I joined logistics so I wouldn't have to do this anymore.
At least there's no sand.
I'm specifically looking for Sen.
You don't see a Sen.
I mean, with the Force sense.
Oh, made by 5. Sen, your invisibility was made by 1. If I recall correctly.
Does invisibility hide you from Force sense?
A bit.
Okay.
I mean, it wouldn't be that useful if it didn't hide people in the Force. Otherwise, you'd have Miralukans just sort of going, "Excuse me, what are you doing here?"
I suppose that's true. Anyway, with a degree of success of 5, I get it up to 250 yards, which is a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, there's Sens around here somewhere, not too far away. You are familiar with Sen's presence. Sen is still, you can feel that there's a blurring here. So Sen is somewhere. It's a little harder to tell where, and this means Sen is probably invisible. You could
Can I get a general direction?
Let's see. Nearby-ish, but maybe further down or something.
Okay. I'm not going to calm them yet anyway. If they're still invisible, they have a reason to be.
And meanwhile, the
Someone read what I
reason
wrote.
is that things are creepy.
Well,
It's a valid reason.
yes, it's a perfectly valid reason. Down with all the creepy things.
I love
It's
that
not
the
ultra-
reason is things are creepy, but you are currently a floating light gliding through the stacks in a library sub-basement.
Mhm.
Definitely not making things worse.
This is a delight. You people are delight. I am delighted. There is so much delight here. Are you staying on this level, Randon and Tooks, or are you going to head further down?
Is there a mirror on this level?
None of the mirrors that Antuxa wants to look at are on this level.
Then Rand is definitely not going to suggest we stay here.
Yeah, let's go down another level.
All right. As you go down, Most of, well, no, 70%, 60%, maybe 60% of the motion activated lights that you would expect to turn on are turning on as you go down. They're not horribly dim or flickering. They're just, there's only like, it's probably to save money. They're probably saving credits by not having all the lights turn on. Sen, you can do a perception roll to detect their lights that are going to be turning on. Oh, yeah. You're not even horribly surprised by it. Behind you, well, things are lighting up just a little bit. And Tuxa, actually, you can probably see it as you come down further into down one of the rows is a strange floating light that you can see in the relative darkness.
Okay.
Oh, no.
My force sense turns off.
666. Let me think
Why
about
is there a
this.
chandelier in pieces here? Don't stay where you are. I'll clean it up. It's fine.
Shouldn't an infernal intervention be good?
That depends.
I just rolled a critical success to clean up the fake chandelier that I made up just now.
Oh, you lunatic.
If I believed in wasting crit successes, I would be upset right now.
You're and a crit success following each other. And
1-1-1.
Yes, as you are
No, a
reaching...
divine intervention. That's bad.
But it comes with this choice of toppings.
No, also
That's
bad.
good.
The toppings are also infernal interventions.
You have a problem here. As you
The
reach out
toppings
your...
contain potassium benzoate.
Dun, dun, dun.
Can we
As
go
you
now?
reach out
That's
your
bad.
senses. Let the GM talk, you people. As you reach out your senses, Antuxa, your ever-present feeling that there's something that's hanging around you surges and overwhelms you with a crawling, gray, cobwebby feeling that you don't want your senses to be out there. You want to curl them in and reflexively put a wall between you and whatever is out there. This place is distinctly creepier. Ran, you and your crit success.
Yes,
you
but that
thought you
was
saw some glitter. You thought you saw something glittering over there.
I told you, it's a
Ooh.
chandelier in pieces. I'm cleaning it up. But
It
my crit
actually appears
success
to be a lot
was
of...
a telekinesis other roll. But I'm
Yes,
okay.
You have scooped up something that you thought it was glittery. Wait, this does look like powdered glass of some kind.
Oh.
You're holding up, in your mind, powdered blue-green glass. Give me a IQ roll.
IQ.
Mhm.
But I'm not British. Or
Sorry
on
about that.
TV. Made it by 2.
Weirdly, it looks about the same color as the glass shards that you found in that warehouse before it was burned down, the ones that were slightly blood-stained. Moving on,
Oh,
Antuxa has made her
joy.
fright check by 4.
Yes. I figured there was always the chance of another critical failure.
Yes, well, I'm sure we could all do that, couldn't we? The GM would rather not. Sen, the lights have been turning on behind you.
Sen knows that you should never do this in a horror hole of it. Sen slowly turns around.
Oh, there's a couple of figures over there. One of them is, okay, surrounded is not the right word, but there's a haze of glitter off to one side.
That's the true horror. There's glitter. Beth has put glitter in this world.
Dun, dun, dun!
The Death Star cannot be invented fast enough. We must eliminate it from this reality.
Too late. Maybe it's from the art supplies.
You look at the figures in the distance. squinting at them to see if you recognize them. Suddenly, a cat jumps out and runs through the steps.
No cats. But
It doesn't jump very far. It has forgotten how to use its legs right now.
Yes.
poor Boo.
Boo's getting
Sorry,
better.
that's the standard horror movie fake jump scare is the cat jumping out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in this place, it'd be more like a very sudden beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? Then, with a great trepidation, creeps towards the figures.
As you get close enough, you have night vision. You will recognize them. Meanwhile, Rand, you have in your mind's grip a lot of glittery shards of glass, and Tuxa, you have brought your racing heart under control and are not hyperventilating. You can make perception rolls to see if you notice that the light is coming closer. Yes, that floating, disembodied light that you sort of vaguely saw off in the darkness does appear to have turned and is now coming closer to you. You can't really tell what it's coming from. It's just there's light there and it's coming closer.
Oh, I've seen this before. On an expedition with my parents. Don't worry, it's just swamp gas.
But we can't even see Venus.
I'm standing right next to you.
Ellie, you are lucky. I finished my water, so I couldn't do a spit take.
Yes, all the light, all the glass shards you're holding, Rand, are definitely glittering very strongly as the light approaches.
Well, it certainly helps that most of this has one side that appears to be silvered. Oh, these are mirror shards. And Tuxa, I think I found one of the mirrors, which is good news. It's now a lot of mirrors.
That sounds like it's also bad news.
Ah, hello, Sen. I assume you're the
Out of
floating light.
nowhere.
At this
Yeah.
point, Rand isn't one of the ones who turns invisible, but the other two have turned invisible so many times. Rand, I'm assuming, usually is not fazed by this. What's more likely is the number of times where Rand has assumed one of them was there and they weren't. Maybe more than the number of times where Rand didn't think they were there and they were.
The perils of invisibility.
So,
I'm very sorry, darling. I'm spooky for a living.
have you noticed that it feels like there's a whole bunch of terrible things down here?
We are here, yes.
Not
Yes.
us.
Well, he beat me to it. So, in that case, yes. There's something down here, and I'm not pleased about it.
A goose waddles by, carrying
Fortunately,
someone's keys.
at least on the upper level, they seem to be asleep.
Well,
But I think perhaps we ought not wake them up.
Wait, they actually have a bunch of those here. What kind of planet is this?
I don't know.
We've come to it, so obviously it's a haunted one.
Just once, I'd like to go on a mission where we need you to spend 2 weeks at this beach.
Exactly.
reason,
Can we
it
at
has
least
no
go to a
sand.
haunted beach resort?
The beach resort has no sand. We like it that way. Keep it that way.
We went to a beach resort. It would be because someone was hiding out there with the money they owed the government.
You see, we'd have some fun.
Yeah, that doesn't sound terrible. Anyway,
Maybe we could go to Nar Shaddaa. If there were ghosts there, they would have turned them into drugs and smoked them.
I don't want to know what happens if you smoke a ghost.
Neither do I, darling, but it wouldn't be our concern. Well,
I
I,
think if we
suppose
went to
until it
Nar Shaddaa-
was.
Yeah.
Anyway, have you found anything, dear, while you've been down here?
Nope. Weird, creepy
Well.
feelings mostly.
I, at least, have a list of locations for mirrors that at least resemble the one in the Whispering Lantern,
Oh, great.
which I'm happy to provide to anyone who would like it. I
But any
will
of them look like this,
transfer
only
the-
more congealed.
Well, I
Ran,
don't know,
still
dear.
holding the glitter.
Suppose, I mean, in the form it's currently in, that looks like a lot of mirrors would.
Except that it's a sort of blue-green glass that resembles the shards that people had cut their fingers on at that other warehouse in front of that monstrosity of mirror shard glued statue to Gruta demon or something.
Well, I tell you what, I will pull out my thermos, which is currently empty, and offer it to Ren.
Just so we're aware, no one's going to drink this.
Yes. No, once we dump the glass out, I'm going to wash it about 4,000 times.
Ran is pouring
And
all
even-
of the shards into the thermos as he is saying this.
Once that's done, I will screw it closed and put it back in my pocket. Now,
Now it's
What do you
established
say
that
we
Could
do
Angel
be
has the
worse.
best
There could be
outfits.
wine in there.
yes.
That wasn't wine.
Well, you know, I don't drink wine. Why don't we go take a look at the closest one of these mirrors and see what we can find, shall we?
Surely.
There are a
Yeah.
lot more basements here than I expected, so
Indeed,
we may
you're
be
fairly-
some time.
Mhm. You're fairly sure that this basement, now that you have lights that will turn on because some of you are visible, that this basement is in fact larger than the basement that was above it.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
Sen never said that she was. They were becoming visible again. So it's a Sith, a human, and a floating light.
Yep.
A Sith, a human, and a floating light bulb walk into a basement.
Yep.
The bartender says, "Why the
Well,
no
it's
face?"
creepy down here.
What was that?
I said, well, it's creepy down here, so I might as well make it more creepy.
I mean, that's fair. I'm pretty sure you
Creepy
have
to the left
dissent
of
for
me,
that.
creepy to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle.
I'm
You do.
delightful.
You are a criffing delight.
And I'm not creepy, I'm spooky. There's a difference.
You have something resembling instructions. There are, in fact, little tags here and there on the shelves that form these concerning aisles and, occasional cross aisles and whatnot. They are somewhat irregular. They've been shoved around now and again. You can make your way to the first of the mirrors that is flanked by two others that are on the wall. They're wall-mounted ones. They all have cloth covering to keep the dust off, including the ones on the walls. Give me perception roll.
Where is that?
I don't want to.
Why are there so many creepy mirrors?
Then, do you want to make? Yes.
Why are
No.
there so many
Oh, no.
things in this basement coming through from the
Sounds-
other side?
Why can't I
then-
see?
You're a crit failure?
Sen's eyes fall off.
No.
Oh, I can't see my rolls. As far as
Oh.
I could tell,
Re-
I failed a perception check. I can't even see my dice.
Remember, reload the browser window. Of it. That's what fixes the bug.
I did. I just, I thought the roll wasn't working.
Apparently, it
It's
wasn't.
very
a
fitting.
crit fail.
Very fitting for the
Very
crit fail on
fitting.
perception. Yes, I understand why this is so darn funny.
Sen, you're vague. Is something out of the corner? There's something behind you. You're sure there's something over in that dark corner over there, and you are staring at it like a cat. And
Then
Tuxa,
reaches for their lightsaber.
you managed to stop before you step on any of the glittering things on the ground. Ran, you see that at the base of the wall and the base of the, well, you assume that's a stand-up mirror, there are more little shards of glass of varying colors. Some of them are mirror colored.
Oh, well, I am certainly going to pick them up. After all, we have a thermos for that.
You made a stealth roll?
I clicked the wrong button, is what I did. I meant to make a yeet roll. There we go. Made
That
by
makes
10.
it by 10.
That was
These
two worse than the
are-
stealth roll, and I made it by 10. I
Yes.
love telekinesis. Oh, they're leveled up this much.
Well, you have it's not quite as much as grabbing that fistful of barely seen glitter and tiny shards. These are much larger. But yes, you can pick these up and you can add them to the thermos if you desire.
In my head canon, I picked them up by imagining a dustpan made of the Force and a corresponding broom, and I brought them together to get around the whole idea of I'm picking up this shard and this shard and this shard and this shard.
You're not looking at the exact molecules
Yet.
and so you avoid stepping on anything that goes crunch upsettingly. Sen, the darkness wavers slightly in that corner over there. You're quite sure of it. Or maybe you're just staring at it real hard or something.
If you pull out a cat treat, you can feed the void.
I don't want to feed the void.
Sand,
don't
darling,
like
what do your
void.
Twi'lek eyes see?
I don't know.
All they see is
Oh, well.
darkness.
That's a problem.
Whatever's over there, I don't like it.
You don't sense anything, Antuxa. Detecting disturbances. You are not detecting any active use of the Force except, well, Zen is still invisible, or maybe not.
Right.
It's a little bit difficult to tell. There is still whispers of dark things that have not awakened, or perhaps dark things that died. It's a little hard to tell. Opening yourself up to the
Ominous.
Force down here does feel a bit like something might be lurking in the darkness to try to nibble at you or some such. It's why? Why is it like this? Maybe it's all just in your heads because it's dark and weird and quiet down here. And there are apparently no mouse droids to vacuum up the glass that's been on the ground.
Right.
Are you pulling the cloth off the mirrors or anything yet, or
Sure, why not? It's like ripping a Band-Aid off.
Meanwhile, I'm holding all these shards of glass. I can't take the curtain off the mirror also. I'd have to use my hands. I promised I wouldn't.
you could put it in the thermos? I thought that's what you were going to do.
I could, but Intux's over there dramatically pulling curtains off of mirrors. I'll wait. I'm patient. It's fine.
The larger one, I assume, Nantuxa?
Yes.
Well, you see fragments of yourself where the glass is still attached to the back of the frame. It looks like someone went through with maybe a spike and a hammer and just went crack, 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 and then picked up at least the big shards. The mirror used to be framed with other colored glass, like some kind of abstract pattern of stained glass around it, but those are also shattered and broken out, and like someone broke enough and then pried off bits that they thought were of an appropriate size and left smaller ones.
Really?
The frame of the mirror does not appear to be particularly damaged. It looked like someone was after the glass. There's a little card that is tucked into the mirror at about ankle height, because it's full-length mirror. That let's see, where's my notes? I have my notes. I have my better notes. Come on, scroll. It says that the mirror was a gift to the Thamog library from Thamog Glass about 60, 70 years ago.
All right. I will, despite my promise to the lovely Mary Allen upstairs, reach out and touch the frame.
Made psychometry by 6.
Someone in a...
I'm looking for something specific.
Okay.
Are the shards the same as the shards that we collected at the ruins of the factory?
Yes, the colored ones. They
Good to know.
don't have quite the same ritual charge to them, the remainder.
Hmm.
There might have been something once about this that did have some kind of. It wasn't an artifact. It wasn't a force artifact per se, but there was some kind of charge that it once vibrated to in a force kind of way, but it no longer does. It broke.
Fascinating.
It's not like it's an artifact, but is perhaps something that was made near an artifact, stored near an artifact, created so that it could easily become an artifact.
Well, I think perhaps we better go pay a visit to Thamok the Glass. This mirror was made to be the focus of something. I don't know what yet, but I would love to find out.
And on that note, it's 9:30, and I don't think I can come up with a better hanging dun 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 than that. I think Antux is
I thought perhaps.
yeah. Also, that was just so good. So, I want to thank everyone for playing, and I hope that we were entertaining to the eavesdropper here. And tonight we had Ellie and Crash and Eo, and I'm blanking on your actual name.
Also, Paul.
Going by
Paul.
Paul, I think.
and also Paul. Yes. I'm sorry, I'm bad with names. If they aren't written down in front of me.
Quick, everyone,
Paul,
change
do you
their
have
names in
anything
the
you'd
chat.
like to plug?
Yes, it's Paul.
Well, I heard a rumor
Oh, is there?
that EO, your mom writes books.
That would be accurate.
At ElizabethMcCoy.com. And I will not do my usual spiel about it. I will just go on to speaking of other websites.
Speaking of other websites, we put all these podcasts and a few other things that I do over on aaronbsmith.com. There are RSS feeds for each of the different campaigns, but also you could get the one RSS feed that includes everything. I don't recommend it, but you could do it. Also, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/cogwheelgaming, where you can help us keep the lights on along with other illustrious patrons, including Ellie, Shanshen, Walter, Liv Droman, and patron emeritus Cindy.
Until next time, this is Beth saying, I hope they don't break anything down there. I could lose my job. But if I lost my job, I wouldn't have all these people always trying to get a date while I'm working and have to smile at them. But I wouldn't get paid. But I wouldn't have all these people trying to get a date while I have to smile at them because it's my job. Decisions. Oh. Good night, everyone.
So we've got the bucket of blood, the bottle of vomit, the pit of nope, which we've encountered more than once, actually. The other things we just encountered one each. And now we have a thermos of glass.
Yes, but the difference is we're taking the thermos with us.
We carried the bucket of blood around for quite some time, if you recall.
Well, that's true. Also, I think I may have identified the pet we're bringing home this trip.
Oh?
Well,
And took
she
some-
wants to
no.
get away from her admirers. Fine. Crush my dreams, will you?
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
I'll be over by craft services.
It's too late. Monty already ate all the jelly beans.
I appreciate y'all letting me sit in.